Hi, my name is Joe Wengert, and I'm a screen timer because my dad had to go out of town, and he said I could come over here and be a screen timer.
Happy Thanksgiving, and welcome to Screentimers, the official podcast of negative cognitive outcomes for children between 0 and 4. I'm Matt Kowalick.
And I'm Holly Prazoff. And I watched TV as a toddler, and me outcome no have cognitive negative.
Yeah. Today we're talking to Charlie Brown Thanksgiving with our resident peanut scholar, Joe Wengert.
On this episode, we'll find out if Canadian Thanksgiving is better than American Thanksgiving.
We'll find out what my wah-wah theory is.
And why do Charlie Brown and the gang care so much about a pilgrim from the 1600s?
All this and more, my little turkeys.
We're talking Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be honest, don't know what this one's called.
This is what's called a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Okay, great.
It's pretty easy.
Pretty right down the middle. You could have guessed that, I think, maybe.
Well, you guys didn't even want to quiz me. So it just feels like...
Didn't want a quiz note?
Well, you came out right from the jump and said, I don't know what it is.
We already kind of know your vibe on screen time.
Yeah.
So we don't need to get into that. Unless it's changed since the last time you were here.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity to remind everyone to listen to that episode and every other episode if they haven't listened.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
Great.
It is.
Yeah.
This is a great time to do it.
Yeah.
I just bumped the numbers up for you guys.
If you haven't listened yet, go back and listen to
They call me
everyone.
the Prince of Peanuts. They call me the Number Bumper. I go by many names.
Oh my God. Number bumper is, one for the history books. Okay, so let's get into it. We're talking...
That's where they put the names?
What names?
In the history books.
Yeah.
That's where they put them.
Well, the name Charlie Brown is obviously in the history books.
He's written in the annals of history. Yes, I would say so.
I think, the thing about this one, Thanksgiving, Joe actually did a lot of research for this.
I have things too.
Yeah, this is the 10th one.
Well, you can't simply watch this for the 44th time and just sit there and just watch it. I'm like Googling the whole time because otherwise, what am I doing?
Yeah, otherwise you're like questioning everything.
I've watched it twice to prepare for this.
As did I.
The first time was like last Friday night at like 11:30. Chrissy was out with her friends because she's cool and has lots of friends. And she came home and I was watching it. And she was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, the answer to the question is no. I'm watching Charlie Brown.
It's because I'm preparing for the show.
Yeah. I watched it once.
Okay.
And I will say
half as good as me.
I will say halfway through I did look at Joe and go, maybe I like this one.
Yeah.
But then I changed my mind.
You know what? I watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I watched it twice, but then I also watched it once with Holly and Sally.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I watched it 3 times this year.
I'm going to rip this thing to shreds. Let's get into it.
Well, it is the number 2 show on streaming on Apple.
It is?
Right behind Wolves.
Wow. And we're not going to do that one. So let's do this one.
One day I hope we're old enough where we're like, I hate that my kid is watching Wolves.
My kid loves wolves.
What is Wolves?
It's Patrick. No, it's not. It's Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Patrick Clooney in there together. You know those guys.
I was so worried about Patrick Clooney's career for so long. And now it's fine.
Pat Clooney.
Yeah. It's like a lot of people are like, focus on your own career. Focus on what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, but what about Pat Clooney? You know what's weird? His mom, Rosemary Clooney. Rosemary Clooney. We're losing it.
What's happening?
I don't know. This is one of the first ones we've recorded at nighttime, guys. So strap in.
Look, let's get into it. This one is called A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yeah, let's get
I've
into
watched it 8 times since the episode has started. Holly passed out for a little bit after the last time she said, let's get started. And I was nervous because just seeing her lying there is making me uncomfortable. She's my wife. So to calm myself down, I put on a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
It is calming.
It works.
I erased some of my notes on the 3rd watch.
Yeah. And then,
so that on the 4th one, I could write them in again.
Here's the thing about this one. I would argue it has little to no conflict. It is a conflict that could be resolved
That's one of the hallmarks of the series.
almost
a
immediately.
little bit more because Peppermint Patty.
Okay, yes. So we're meeting new characters in this one.
Yeah.
They're spicing it up. We got Peppermint Patty.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
You know what I love about Peppermint Patty? She has a discernible character.
Totally.
It's true. It's true. And her thing is that she's in love with Charlie Brown.
Even though she's extremely lesbian coded.
Yes.
Okay.
She's like a fast talking New Yorker.
Yeah, she's got something. I will say, the new characters, Thanksgiving, there is some more life. That is why I was tricked for a second. I did say, oh, all this breaths of fresh air. I like this one.
And in this one, Snoopy is just like, has a whole life going.
Yeah.
He's getting mail.
He's got his own pet, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Woodstock is his pet.
Yeah.
Yes. This is one, this is the 10th one, correct? 10th?
It's
Yeah.
the 10th of the specials that they made. Yeah.
Okay, so
with Christmas being the first.
Yeah, so this is they're bringing in new characters. We've got Woodstock.
The original voices have aged out for the most part.
Okay, so we've got new kids, new characters. Woodstock has probably appeared before this?
I think he must have.
There was-
the
yeah, 'cause-
only ones I ever really watched religiously were Christmas, Great Pumpkin, and this one. But then there were other ones that were like, "It's time for a race, Charlie Brown," that they put on in the summertime where they're running the mile. I don't need to watch this.
Well, you will
There's a
because we're going to
baseball
review
one.
it.
Yeah, there's a baseball one.
Yeah.
There's like a Valentine's Day one.
There's a New Year's one.
Then there were some around the 90s where they were we're going to lean into being educational. And there was one about the Constitution.
Oh, God, I can't think of anything worse. I'm just happy that we can watch them all for free, kind of.
Oh, that's the best thing about anything.
You know what I mean?
For free. For $10 a month. There's 50 Charlie Brown shows on there. Maybe more because they also did new seasons.
It's easy to crank out a lot of Charlie Browns because nothing happens in any one of them.
Right.
So it's pretty easy.
Well, Charlie Brown, okay, Thanksgiving, I forget what it starts with.
It starts with a football cold open.
Oh, God.
It's the only time that Lucy appears in the show.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I think that's because what happens in the rest of the episode is so incredibly boring that Lucy wouldn't have stood for it. Lucy would be like, "Your party sucks, Charlie Brown. You're a blockhead." And that's kind of what I don't like about this one, to jump all over the places. There's not enough people being like, "Charlie Brown, you idiot." I love the juxtaposition that happens in the Christmas and the Halloween specials where it's he's like, "I'm depressed. Nobody likes me." And all the other kids are like, "Yeah, man, you suck."
Yeah.
well,
This one, he just kind of walked all over.
This one,
Walk all over him.
They sort of they do is it reprise or reprise?
who knows?
Reprise.
Is it? Do you say reprise? I don't trust you though. You're from Texas. You
Yeah.
guys are saying things all weird. And don't you tell me, Canadian.
What are y'all talking about?
Okay, so you're talking about they do a reprise of the
They
football.
do the football, and the catchphrase comes back,
Yes, I
which
was
is,
gonna say.
"I'm gonna fall on my back and kill myself."
The funniest catchphrase for a children's cartoon yet.
It's pretty bold.
Yeah, right away he says it, and Joe and I look at each other well, there he goes, threatening suicide again.
It opens up a whole conversation about suicide with your child when you watch it.
She's barely watching, and I will say she made it about, again, halfway through again before she just started putting her head inside the couch.
Yeah.
She gets as far away from the TV as she can and just tries to bury her head under any sort of pillow or blanket.
So yeah, we got the football opening. You know what's going to happen. She's going to snatch the ball away from him, and he's going to fall.
I got a little factoid on the football.
Let's hear it.
Okay, great.
So they cast a different kid as Charlie Brown because first Charlie Brown, probably his voice dropped. But when he goes flying into the air, they use the old kid scream.
Wow.
Ooh.
They're like, that's such a good scream.
Yeah.
Or the new kid can't do the scream. Todd Barbie couldn't scream or something.
Is that the new name of the
Yeah, Todd Barbie.
Todd Barbie?
I wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Great.
I want the listeners to know I haven't memorized this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's important for them to know.
You learn it after a while when you watch it every day like I do.
So then it opens on the phone call from Peppermint Patty.
yeah.
No, you're skipping past
I'll
the
skip.
baldest exposition that's ever happened in the world.
Okay, yes, okay.
Where like he and Linus and Sally are talking, and he's like, "Well, it seems that Thanksgiving time is upon us."
Yeah.
Here we are, the Peanuts.
It's like, did AI write this in 1972? It's not. It
Early
doesn't seem
incarnation.
The
human.
script is light on this one. This is script light. I will say this. You can tell is the 10th. You can tell they were like, okay, just say the word Thanksgiving a couple times, have him, fall down from the football, and let's go home.
They do mention this guy. I looked it up.
yes.
Miles Stanley. They mentioned him a couple times because kids love this. Kids love this guy. He was a military leader, a colonel. He sailed to America in 1620 on the Mayflower. I don't know why they talk about him so much.
Miles Standish. It must have been because they say Miles Stanley because that's supposed to be a joke in this.
Yeah.
Where they're like, Sally doesn't really know Miles
She goes, Stanley
name.
Miles.
Yeah. And you're like, well, what are you talking about?
Wow, this is almost as good as their World War I references.
You're right. Yeah, this dates way further back.
Like here's
Do you think this was part of the appeal at the time, though? Because they were like, it's kind of pseudo educational.
It made me look it up.
I mean,
So I learned something. So I'd say it's educational.
here's my question for you guys about this one. Was this one that people, because again, I'm watching Log Drivers Dance. You got to go back to the old episode to
Sure.
get that. But were you guys watching this as a kid? Was this another one that was important to watch?
This was one where it's like, if we missed it, we weren't going to like go back and like watch it on a VHS or something. I feel like. Did you watch it as a kid?
You know what? When I went to watch it, I was like, you know what? I don't really know this one that well. Like, I know I've seen it, but when I watched it, it felt really fresh, and I thought it was funny. And there's things in there that made me laugh. That was
Okay.
like, yeah, but it's not something that I felt like a nostalgia for.
Okay, well, this is interesting. So we're all kind of coming in here without
Yeah.
our nostalgia goggles on.
There are two moments of it that stick out in my mind, but I'll call them out when we get to them.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
I remember.
I think there was like another time, like when we watched the Halloween one, where you're like, "Here we go, this is the part," and then it's always some
Yeah, he gets a rock.
dud of a thing that I'm like, "What?" Okay, so we know it's Thanksgiving. There isn't like some big, like he's not having some big like mental health crisis. Like
He says that he's depressed. He says holidays always make me depressed. That is the core of the character. He's a boy who's depressed.
A bald boy who's sad.
And why did this resonate so much with me? I can't quite put my finger
what I'm
on
saying.
it.
You were
What?
a bald child.
Why did this just resonate with anybody? Like, so okay, then we're meeting the new characters, right? Are we finally into new characters?
We meet
Yeah,
Peppermint
he's
Patty.
at home.
Yeah.
He's sitting on his he has a little pillow that he sits on right next to the TV, which was something that children did back then.
Yeah, Charlie Brown got screen time.
See, it is okay. That is, but maybe that's how he lost his hair. Also,
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, sitting
Maybe.
that close to
Sitting
those
too
old
close.
TV sets.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
cathode rays blasting them away.
Yeah. So okay, he's on his small pillow.
Yeah, and then
kind of a
fast
cute
talking Peppermint Patty calls him.
Yes.
And doesn't let him get a word in edgewise and invites herself over to Thanksgiving. And she's got she calls him Chuck. She's like, calls him, you sly devil.
Yeah.
And it's like, bet you're nervous that somebody else is in the room and hearing our intimate thoughts. It's a fun game. She's just horny for Charlie Brown.
Well, one funny thing is that her father invites herself to his place because she says her dad's going out of town, and he said she can go to his house, Charlie Brown's house.
Like none of it
It's like,
makes sense
what a terrible parent.
because
He's been called out of town. For what? Everything shuts down on Thanksgiving.
But also, like
Yeah, where is he going for?
It implies, she goes to like a school across town. I do think there's like something that Charles Schultz is trying to say that I think like Peppermint Patty and Marcy are like from the wrong side of the tracks and those kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, scandalous.
And I guess they have a history of like that they know each other from baseball, because they mention later that she goes, I don't know how to act outside of a baseball game. Which is such a funny thing for like a little girl to say.
Peppermint Patty, great. It's just the crux of this episode.
She's so fun.
Yes, she's fun. She's a new breath of fresh air. But here's the problem. Still talking to the dud, Charlie Brown. Number one dud. And this whole episode is... The whole thing is people are inviting themselves over for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm not even going to be here on Thanksgiving. I'm going to my grandmother's house.
I found that humorous.
Because, no, he doesn't even say that. That's my problem. He doesn't say that to them. He kind of goes like, ooh. So then it's like this thing of like the whole problem of the episode is Charlie Brown needed to go, I'd love to have you over, but I'm not going to be
Exactly.
here.
Which is a totally understandable thing that you could say.
Sure. I'm not going to be here. You can't come here.
And I think after he got, and it's like, it is, I set the bar low for Charlie Brown, and I also have a lot of nostalgia for it. But to you, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. She talks her way into it. No sooner than he hangs up does she call again and is like, hey, remember that great kid, Marcy?
Yeah.
She's coming over too.
I loved that. I was like, this is great.
And then Franklin, this other boy, just walks into her house. Yeah. And so now he's coming on board.
I like how you think rude party manners are so funny.
I thought it was just a fun setup.
No, you must make sure that there's a party you're actually inviting yourself to. But it is funny because it's like, okay, Charlie Brown, no backbone. He can't even say.
Even his sister says, like, the problem is you're too wishy-washy.
Oh, God.
I think Linus says, why don't you call them back and tell them about the issue? And he's like, I won't even get a word in edwise.
Right.
Oh,
and there wouldn't be a show.
Yeah.
I relate.
Too much confrontation. You're like, let's just let people come over and just have Thanksgiving here.
Oh my God, was this written by a man or what? The man was like, I know, the plotline for this one is a woman talks too quickly with her, womanly wiles, and the man can't say no to her.
Right. She's terrifying.
Oh my God.
I'd do what that woman told me to do.
I'll do whatever Patricia Reinhardt tells me to do.
Oh my God.
Reichhardt. I looked up her real name.
Oh my God. Is this what you're doing when we could be making love? Oh God. Okay, so here's the problem. All these people have invited themselves over to a party that isn't happening.
Well, it's also weird because Charlie Brown and Linus, Snoopy seems to be like their butler or whatever, and they're always asking him to do everything. And I like that he gives them kind of like a sarcastic salute. And then you watch their faces, and it's just like they're like annoyed with Snoopy, even though he does everything they tell him to do.
And he sets up the whole party.
He does a lot of work.
Their solution is like, Linus is like, it's simple. You have to have 2 dinners. So have your dog help you cook a dinner.
Right.
Oh, wait, this is okay. The funny part is when Franklin enters, and I love Franklin, great character, but this is the only time Sally paid attention. She looked up and went, hey, he's got 5 legs. And we're like, no, dude, he's got striped pants on.
Oh, yeah.
But
she thought he had like 3 white legs and 2 red legs.
the thing is,
But she watches modern day entertainment.
Sure.
So she was like, surely something interesting or unusual is going to happen. And it's not these children that are having like a polite comedy of manners and talking about pilgrims that are hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Why do they sound like
she's
my parents?
Oh, I get it. This boy has 5 legs. It's a 5-leg boy.
yeah, and she thought that was going to be kind of the main problem that they were trying to overcome. But nope, just a striped pant.
Yeah. Well, I'd watch that episode too.
The highlight of it for sure is like they have to do all of this. The phone bit is like the problem. And then there's all this tortured setup of like, we'll have to have another dinner. And he's like, but all I can make is cereal and toast. And they're like, toast it is.
Right.
For some reason, they're like, Charlie Brown can't butter toast, but we'll help him. Maybe that's something canon from the comic strip that I'm supposed to know. But they set up all this stuff. And then, in my opinion, it gets good because it's just like Snoopy and Woodstock just walking around the house setting it up. And
we get that song, Little Birdie.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the things I remember from
Totally.
being a kid. And that's Vince.
I know.
Aldi's singing, and the dude can sing. Why isn't he singing in the other one?
I don't know. I thought that when I looked it up, but I thought it was like a Schoolhouse Rock singer guy because it
Yeah.
sounded kind of like a
He
Schoolhouse
does
Rock.
sound like the I'm Just a Bill.
Yeah.
It's the same. They have the same voice.
It was
Yeah.
the style of the time.
Everybody sang like that.
Hitting the keys.
Man, I would have been like the most world famous singer if I was singing back then, you know?
He's got a good voice. I don't know why I didn't parlay that.
That song is really one of the best songs out of all of the songs.
It's so 70s. It's really fun.
It's
And
a
I
great-
just love, I don't know why I would have enjoyed it as a child, but like he goes out to the garage and there's like too much shit in the garage. And like, yep, he's got to set up the chairs and then he ends up fighting the chair.
Chair
And,
comes
like,
alive.
It's kind of more of a chair dance. Are they fighting or are they dancing?
Oh,
It's a
you
fight.
weren't paying attention.
God.
A dance? It's a full on, it's like a boxing match.
So this is like I was saying, like as it was happening, I'm like, okay, so this is like instead of him going to World War One, he's now
Yeah.
fighting a chair.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a formula in there.
God.
You gotta have something surreal for the kids that are waiting for a 5-legged child
Right.
to show up.
You're like, look, Sally, he's having trouble with a lawn chair.
So yeah, then they're cooking they're making popcorn.
There's the toast montage.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
every movie
It's
or
great.
TV
They
show should
bust
have
out
one.
the Linus and Lucy, the main theme for the toast montage.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're buttering
It's
the
fun.
toast.
Also, it has those cool toasters you never see when they're coming out the side.
Wow.
They have a lot of toasters at Charlie Brown's house. I mean, I guess maybe Linus went and got a couple from his house, but there's like 20 toasters.
Yeah,
set
there's
up.
not a lot of explanation where all those toasters came from.
It is my dream meal that they're having.
What
It
is the
is.
colored thing? So it's like toasts, popcorn, and then there's like...
Jelly beans and pretzel sticks.
Okay, yeah,
That's Joe's dream meal.
great.
Sounds great.
You could do it this Thanksgiving.
The driest of foods possible.
I was watching this a couple years ago with Sally, and my sister loves these specials too. And she was like, "Are you going to make the feast for while you watch it?" And I was like, "No."
There is something nice about this. This is where I'm like, do I like this? Because it is kind of cute. And I was
The
like,
music, because it's the music, and listen. If you're coming to the Charlie Brown specials for a big like conflict and plot, you've gone to the wrong place. Like they're just relaxing, and it's beautiful animation, and the music is nice, and you're watching them just sort of do things. That's always the best part.
well, and I was saying to Joe, is this the original Friendsgiving?
Ooh, the Friends episode with the football game? Is that what
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, the original.
Is this where everyone
Wait,
got the
did
idea?
Friendsgiving come from the show Friends? No.
I don't know, like
Oh my God.
where it hit the
Where
pop
did they
culture,
coin the term?
like the
Oh my
Rachel,
God.
and then Friendsgiving, and then they bumped their fists. It all sank in.
I just mean like this. It was this the first Thanksgiving where it was a bunch of friends.
Ever, yes,
Yeah.
ever.
Yep, never
Before
happened
that-
before 1972.
Especially not in media.
Exactly. Finally, Friendsgiving gets its time. So they all show up.
They
and
all show up.
eat the
And
food,
Snoopy makes a whole table out of a ping pong table and mix and match chairs.
and then
They're eating outside. It
Yeah.
seems nice. They start to serve the food, and you're watching it going, I think they're going to get away with this one.
Yeah.
And then the kids are all disgusted by the plate of snacks, which doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No.
Any kid would be excited to have that big plate of snacks. And Peppermint Patty sort of loses it on him because she wanted the drumstick in the neck, of
Well,
course.
first
oh,
she
that's
makes
right. She does want the neck.
first she makes them all say a prayer.
Oh,
I like that part because there is a moment where they're like, who's going to say the prayer? And they all look around the table like as if it isn't going to be Linus. That's
Right.
what Linus is fucking living for.
Linus God Boy Blanket Man.
He's going to give us our long, boring speech. That's what Linus does. He does not seem like a fun guy to be around. He does a lot of like, we're the first country to ever give thanks. Did you know that?
Oh, right.
What?
What? No, we're not. Number one.
but also that makes sense because Thanksgiving is completely an American thing.
That's true. Well, no,
Yeah.
there's Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes, but we don't. There's no pilgrims.
Well, because of Canadian Thanksgiving, I once missed a flight because I did not give myself enough time to get to the airport. And
You're welcome.
It's very busy.
It's in early October.
Yeah, now you're telling me.
Celebrates the harvest. We don't have any of the weird pilgrim stuff.
There's no pilgrims came to Canada?
No pilgrims. We're just strictly celebrating the harvest that
Any
year.
Vikings?
No, nothing. It's just we're thankful for the food that we're eating, and it's
Just in general?
yeah, same food.
What are you
Okay.
guys harvesting up there? Corn,
What are y'all harvesting up there in Canada?
Maple syrup.
Sure.
pumpkin. That's part of the harvest.
Is that pumpkin country?
I'm sure. I mean, they're pumpkins, they're apples. We've got it all up there. Okay.
Spaghetti
What?
squash.
Sure. The big difference between Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving is Canadian Thanksgiving, it's a Monday. So you get Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And
We get 4 at least.
you can do the dinner on any of those days.
No, that's not the
We're
same.
not precious about what day. So you can attend up to 3 Thanksgiving dinners.
Oh, okay.
So you could say, like, we're doing Saturday night, you're doing Sunday, then they're doing Monday. And it's like you can have like a Friendsgiving and a family Thanksgiving and
then mix the two. A fam ends Thanksgiving.
yeah, femens.
A fam ends.
But like it's like the first
Turkey.
we've got
Stuffing, mashed potatoes.
We do it all. We don't put marshmallows on anything.
Yeah, okay.
Do you put the hat on the turkey leg?
Excuse me?
The little hat.
What hat?
The little white hat
No,
on the
we
turkey
don't put
leg.
hats on turkey legs.
It's like fancy.
and we
Can you buy those?
I'm sure you can
Like
buy
the
them.
little hats?
Is this what I'm getting you for Thanksgiving?
Thank you.
But like when the first year I moved here, we were all like a bunch of Canadians and we were all like, oh, we'll do it on the Friday so that we can like prep on Thursday and then we'll do it on the Friday. And when other people heard what we were doing, it was like blasphemous. They were like, you can't have Thanksgiving on the Friday. And it's
No.
like, well, why not?
Because you guys want to be American citizens.
Oh, God. It's a dumb rule.
Maybe to you.
Imagine having turkey
It's not
3
a
ways.
rule, it's tradition.
That's true, yeah. Which is kind of like a rule, I guess.
It is a rule. You guys are full of rules.
It's a gentle rule.
Imagine you're like, oh, I'm going to try 3 different types of turkeys. I'm going to go to 3 different parties at 3 different houses, and I'm going to have the best time. And I'm going to fully give thanks. Oh, I once had a smoked turkey, which, yum.
Turducken.
Oh, I've never had you had a turducken, I thought, one year.
No.
Yeah, remember we went to New Orleans?
Did I get that
Oh, you
there?
mean
So,
Nolans.
yeah, sorry, Nolans.
Nolans.
Yeah, we went to Nolans.
I call it the Big Easy.
Ooh. Someone's been there a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah, we went there on Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? That's
When I'm
nice.
riding around on my fan boat, I call it the Big Easy.
Yeah, we went for a wedding. The
That gator.
wedding was on the Saturday, but we went up early on the Wednesday and we had Thanksgiving there.
Yeah.
Like a Creole Thanksgiving?
It was a friend that I'm actually not that close with, but I called him up and said that my dad was heading out of town for the holidays and could he invite me to his wedding on Thanksgiving? And
Yeah.
then I said, "Do you know that kid Holly? That great kid
With
Holly?
5
Well,
legs?
she can come too, right?"
Yeah, make sure that the hotel supplies 5 slippers for her and her 5 legs.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was we had like a romantic Thanksgiving weekend away.
Great. Then you guys didn't watch this cartoon.
No, we didn't watch this.
We didn't watch it that year.
And boy, was our life terrible because of it.
I tried to watch it. There was a second line going by on Bourbon Street right outside the hotel window, and I had the window open. And I said, "Would you knock that racket off? I'm trying to listen to these children compare their little dinner dilemma to a poem that's over 300 years old. That's what I'm choosing to do."
And they all were quiet.
So I don't even remember. Like, why do they leave the dinner? Because they don't like the food?
Well,
Well, they don't really leave the dinner.
yeah.
Like Peppermint Patty is like. I guess I was wrong when I said that nobody is like Charlie Brown, you blockhead, because she does kind of like yell at him,
Right.
And then
Complains about the dinner.
He gets up, walks out of his own backyard into his house, and then immediately Marcy is like, "You were a bit rough on him, sir," and like having worked working in TV and like trying to fit a story into 25 minutes, there is part of me where I'm like, I appreciate that they were just like, well, we got to resolve this stuff now. We wasted a lot of time with Snoopy fighting a chair before. We can't really linger in the old, we got to get to the resolution here.
And the resolution is?
Well, first they got to do a joke where they're like, this kind of reminds me of the love triangle between Miles Standish and Priscilla, whatever the fuck, and some other guy. And then I do like the joke where Peppermint Patty's like, this isn't like that at all.
Well, like, I got confused at that point because somebody calls Peppermint Patty Priscilla, and I go, is Patty short for Priscilla? And
We
Joe went,
basically just met this person, so maybe her name is Priscilla.
yeah, like, I'm confused on every level, and Joe was like, no, dude, you're not really paying attention.
Side note, I have
I
a
go-
really interesting fact about Peppermint Patty.
Okay.
Oh, I
It's
got
that-
one too. I wonder if it's the same one.
She was inspired by Patricia Swanson, one of the cousins on his mother's side. Schultz devised the character name when he saw peppermint candies in his house.
Same
I
fact.
was just kidding. It wasn't interesting. That was the joke.
Well, here's what I liked about it, because the thing I read had a little quote from him, and he was like, I saw those candies, and I thought, that joke is too good to pass up. I've got to name a character this before someone else does. Like, what were jokes in the 50s or the 60s or whatever this was? Like, just seeing a candy and be like, ha ha, I've got a great idea for a joke. What if that's the person's name?
There's nothing out there. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted.
The craziest thing about hers, he already had a character named Patty in the comic strip.
But you know, Peppermint Patty. He saw the peppermints and was like,
I can't let this one go.
most people would never let that happen today.
So-
Two patties?
So they end up going to his grandmother's house.
Well,
Marcy
I love
goes
this.
in and like tries to like apologize to Charlie Brown, and he does a lot of the same sort of things with different characters too, where it's like, well, see, Peppermint Patty's characters, she calls him Chuck.
Yes.
But then Marcy's character she calls him Charles.
Yeah.
Well, I like it when Marcy calls Peppermint Patty Sir. It's very confusing.
It's
But
classic.
I will say there was a period of time where I was calling Joe Sir in public, and people,
That's funny.
It made people uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, because it seemed like maybe I had brainwashed you or something.
Right.
Or that I was a
There
child.
was some sort of mind control that was happening.
I would say
MK
yes, sir.
Ultra.
So we stopped. I cut that out. You know what I mean?
You cut
We
that
can
gag
bring
out.
it back. Let's bring it back.
Bring
Sure
it back.
thing, sir. You got it. But
Yeah, she goes in and tries to smooth it over. Peppermint Patty is immediately on her heels and apologizes. And then Charlie Brown does what he should have done at the beginning of the show,
Yes.
which is call his grandmother. He does identify himself by first and last name.
Right.
And then we get the classic wah, wah, wah from
Wah,
the
wah,
other
wah,
end of the
yeah.
phone.
I have a wah-wah theory.
Okay.
So this is what I think.
God.
So the adults to me sound like trumpets with mutes on them, right?
Yes.
So I think that maybe all the parents of the Peanuts kids are jazz musicians who play the trumpet, and they're always practicing, and they're
Okay,
talking with
okay.
their music, and that's maybe they live in a jazz commune.
Okay.
And all the kids,
Yeah.
that's why their parents are never around. Their parents are playing gigs.
And that excuses them.
They're
No,
up,
I'm just saying this explains everything.
they're up all night playing these
Yes.
jazz shows.
Yeah.
They're all shooting up dope. They're dope sick. And so that's why you never see them, because the kids are awake during the day, and these parents are nodding off in their junky haze, and then they snap out of it right when the kids go to sleep. And then you know what they do? They go right down to the jazz club.
Yep.
No.
Right
Jazz
back.
is a scourge on
Wow. This would actually bring something of interest to this terrible bunch of shows. So,
Yeah, he calls the grandmother. The grandmother's like, "Oh, you're worried because you have 3 friends that are hungry. Just bring them to Thanksgiving,
And
the holiday that is famously like always too much food."
right.
and always room for one more.
Not in my family.
No.
I feel like this is the closest we get in any of these to like almost seeing one of the parents.
Yes.
Because then they all pile into the back of the station wagon and like the parents are riding up front. I would have to assume.
Yeah, it's
You
not
don't
an
see
Uber.
them.
It's not Snoopy because we see Snoopy and Woodstock
Right.
are going to do their own dinner.
Why aren't they invited?
Well,
It's a dog and a
it's
bird.
a dog and a bird. Their grandmother doesn't want them there.
This
Jeez.
this is the olden times where you didn't have to bring your dog everywhere. The dog
Yeah,
stayed home.
Outside in his doghouse.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't bring my dog anywhere. Nobody wants him.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, please don't bring your dog. And that's okay.
Like the dog didn't even come into your house, really.
Those were the days.
You hear that, Tony?
When animals were animals and men were men.
And peppermint patties were sirs.
Well, also, it has a great joke where Charlie Brown at the end, where he's like, my grandmother lives in a condominium.
Oh, yes.
There's only one problem with the song over the way we're in through the woods to grandma's house we go. My grandma lives in a condominium.
Was that bad back then?
That's like, was Charles Schultz like 150 years old then?
I mean, a condominium joke.
I loved it.
I guess
You
that
never
must
get
have
that.
been that is the humor of it. And I think maybe like, I mean, it's a thing that, I don't know, I worked on a sitcom with kids like not that long ago, and we would do the same thing where it's like, this kid is talking like an adult.
Yeah.
Like that is just like a classic comedy trope.
Here's the big problem. Here's the big headline. Where the fuck are the seatbelts?
Hey, Holly.
I'm sorry,
Jeez.
but is my kid
You're
gonna,
right.
Is
No,
my kid
you think
gonna
I'm going
watch
to disagree with you? You're right.
My kid's gonna watch this and go, "Oh, I can just roll around in the back of a car."
Terrible
And I will
example.
tell you, back in the day, I did roll around in some cars.
Did you guys always sit in the back of station wagons?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And just flicking off the people behind you?
Oh, the way back when
Yeah.
you're facing
Yeah,
backward.
my aunt and uncle
Beth,
had a
you-
mattress back there, and
You
you could
smell
lie,
fumes a little bit.
Yeah,
you get
look
some
out
of that.
the window and kind of see the sky.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
You fought over those seats.
Well, I mean, I was an only child and no one liked me, so
yeah.
I was.
My family took a trip to the Jersey Shore, and me and my cousin Matt sat in the way back with all of the luggage and all of the stuff just piled on
That's how
top
much
of
you
us.
wanted to be back there.
And that was like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's probably like not safe.
No, you're not
No.
allowed to do that at all now. I mean, like, I guess that's kind of sad.
I don't even know if station
Yeah,
wagons
because if
have
you get
seats.
rear-ended, then you're
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are dead. That child is dead.
Yeah, but like, it was fun.
Oh, my God. It's so fun.
Because, like, it's fun not to sit in the dumb seat. So I get it. But, like, guys, I want to petition for them to do CGI seatbelts.
Well, I
I
guess
don't
so.
know. I don't know if the CGI will really marry with the sort of
I don't want it to.
hand-drawn. You want it to stick out.
Yeah, I want it
so
to
that
be a
we
very
never
clear
forget
point.
that they made a mistake.
Yeah, and I want the loudest click when they're all clicking in.
Right.
Okay, so what's the review?
Well, also, we forget the part where at the end,
Oh, God.
Snoopy makes a
Oh,
good
yes.
dinner for
Oh,
him in
that-
Woodstock.
yes.
And it's like, fuck those asshole kids. I just made them toast. I could have done this the whole time.
But why is he serving
Also, so nice. He's making
bird to a bird?
He's
Exactly.
serving bird to bird.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it's a little.
not-
He's a little devious. He's a
Not-
bad boy.
That's not okay.
No, we
with
don't
me.
do
Yeah.
bird to bird.
I don't
to
like
bird.
that.
Yeah.
I do like they have like a obvious cost cutting measure where they save some money on animation, where it's just a static shot of Snoopy's house, and you just hear like bing bong.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
And I guess he's cooking.
Well, I
the
guess,
turkey.
have you ever seen inside Snoopy's house?
No, and I
And
hope
why
I never
would-
do.
yeah. Why
Because
would-
What a mess it probably is.
I let my imagination lights up when I imagine what could be.
Yeah, it's
It
like-
could be anything.
What's in Kramer's apartment? Sometimes you see little snippets, but you're like curious.
No, but don't you see it in the, like, when he has the stage set up in his apartment?
You see
it.
that, and
Yeah.
then when he gets the hot tub,
Yeah.
and then never
the
mind. I know
penny-
everything about Kramer's apartment, and then the red when he's eating the chicken in bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But Snoopy will
You're
never
thinking
know.
of Jerry's apartment. You never see inside Jerry's apartment. It's
Oh right, yeah.
And that's the whole
No,
thing.
you
You're
guys
like,
are thinking
I
of-
wonder where the couch would be. I wonder where the cereal would
No,
be.
you're
Where would
thinking
the one shelf be with the Superman statue and a stereo he's never used?
No,
I've always thought that he had one of those too. That's
No, you
interesting that
can
we
see
both
inside
came to that
Jerry's
conclusion.
apartment. You can never see inside
inside-
Jerry's heart.
What?
That's where you
Are
can
we talking
never
about the
see.
same show? You're
Yeah.
talking about Seinfeld, right?
This episode is sponsored by Orange Heat, modern apparel made here in California. Soft, organic tees both kids and adults love.
Hey, I have a kid.
And we're adults.
And I gotta say, these shirts are so cool with such cool designs. Both my kids, me, my wife, you and your
us,
kid.
we're doing it.
We all wear them. They're all hand-drawn and unlike anything else out there.
Visit orangeheat.com to see what we mean. Made here in the USA, and everything ships fast in a compostable mailer. You're welcome, environment.
It's also available at select stores.
Shop local.
And shop orangeheat.com. Use promo code Screentimers to get 10% off your first order. Again, that's orangeheat.com.
Now back to the show. Okay, what's our rating for this?
I'm giving it 100 out of 100.
18 screens.
I'm giving this one 1.
I'm giving it 3 Thanksgiving days in Canada.
Hang on
Yeah.
a second for this real quick because I'm going to start watching it again right now while we're
Yeah.
recording the end. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Little birdie.
Little birdie. I'm giving
That's
it.
not how the song goes. I got to call you out on it.
It goes. I'm giving.
Little birdie.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Vince
that is really
Guaraldi,
good.
is that you?
Yep, that's back
my
when
God.
the guy that couldn't sing could be a singer.
Vince.
Like, I'm giving it 1 screen out of 4 because
Did you like it more or less than The Great Pumpkin?
Yeah.
here's the thing. I kind of liked Pumpkin more.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't remember what I gave Pumpkin.
Not good.
But,
1 maybe?
I mean, the problem with Pumpkin is our first one. So I'm giving overall reviews of Charlie Brown, which is always going to be 10 thumbs down for that kid. Nobody likes him, and that's fine. But this one, I would say it's conflict light. One of the lamest conflicts ever made to hit the screen.
They throw in Peppermint Patty, which is fun, but then they take away Lucy,
Yes.
who's one of the funnier characters.
Yes.
It's a lot of Linus.
Yes.
No Pigpen.
Oh my God, Smelly Dude's my favorite.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No
of
pink eye, as
Pigpen.
you call them.
Yeah, like that's the thing. And it's
And
like,
I know you're missing Schroeder. And his
Who is
classical
that?
music. He's the kid
Yeah.
that plays the piano.
and who is that? Okay, so I'm giving it 1 screen, Joe.
I hope Apple TV does enough. I'm giving it 100 out of 100. I
sure.
already told you.
Okay.
I think they should do a new version of it where you're a character.
Me?
And it's little Holly, and Holly's like, and who are you? Who are you?
Why are you here? Who
Why
cares?
don't we have any problems?
Who even cares about you? Who likes this?
I mean, I guess the idea is like currently I have too many problems, so it is nice to watch something where I'm like, "Hey guys, this is easily solved."
literally, you don't have to do any guessing.
No.
You can never guess where it's going.
All
There's
you-
nothing to
it
worry
goes
about.
nowhere.
All
Yeah.
you need
Absolutely nothing to worry about. Only that this bald boy might kill himself because he talks about it and he says he's depressed all the time.
and ultimately the blood will be on our hands.
And we don't have the help that we have now back then.
It's true.
There's no hotlines.
It's true, but like a lot of
The
people say
original
like,
Charlie Brown voice actor did kill himself.
no, he didn't.
yes, he actually did.
And he goes to jail. He went to jail for something too, right?
Oh, really?
Oh,
a criminal
my
too.
God. Way to end this on like the, oh,
You didn't know that?
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to the episode.
Yeah, thanks to our editor, Neil Davis. And thank you to you, the Screentimers listeners. Matt and I are sort of coming at you with a heartfelt request, I would
Yeah.
say. We really have enjoyed doing the podcast. We're having a good time. But it would really help us if you guys could rate the podcast, give us 5 stars,
Share it with your friends.
write a review. It's like all easy stuff. We're not even asking you guys for money yet.
Unless you want to give us money.
We're going to figure it out.
And then you can go to patreon.com/screentimerspod and all the money goes toward production of the podcast.
Yeah, and we really love you guys, and I can't wait till we all go get matching tattoos.
Yeah, let's all get married.
Let's watch the show. Let's watch the show. Let's watch the show.